The only 4 tools you need to fix 99% of toilet problems. Now, for the service plumbers watching, let's see if your go-to toolkit matches mine. For the DIYers who are tired of running to the hardware store mid-project, this is your new final shopping list. And for every single homeowner out there, these 4 simple tools are the only thing standing between you and a $350 emergency service call. So let's get into it. So first up, the plunger. Obvious, right? But here's the secret that separates a 10-second fix from sometimes a flooded bathroom. You're probably using the wrong one. Now, this is a little cup plunger. This is great for a sink, like a lavatory, a water fountain. I know you don't have one at home, but if you're in the commercial sector, this is great for stuff like that. A kitchen sink, a lavatory, maybe a shower drain. This will fit over it and actually give you enough that you can put a little pressure on it if you need to. So this cup plunger is strictly for sinks and flat drains. Using this on a toilet is why you splash water everywhere and get 0 results. Now this one, this is a flange plunger. These, as you see, number one, they have a bigger cup. You're gonna be able to get more volume of air or water pushing here. And this thing folds out so that it will fit. A lot of these toilets are different now. They have the different shape entryway or trap entryway. So the different shapes make this where this flange literally gets in there and fits on it. It's designed to seal the toilet bowl perfectly, giving you the power you need. If you only learn one thing today, let it be this. A flange plunger is non-negotiable. So we're gonna keep this one here, and well, we're gonna get rid of that. Tool number 2, a good adjustable wrench. Now this is your go-to for the water supply line nut and the bolts that hold the tank to the bowl, but also the toilet bolts that keep the toilet bowl secured to the floor. But this is also the tool that can cost you the most money if you make one common mistake, over tightening. The plastic nuts on the supply line, the top, sometimes the bottom, do not need brute force. The moment you hear a crack, you've turned a simple fill valve replacement into buying a whole new toilet. Snug is enough. Now, I've got different sizes here. I do like the bigger one. Now, this is a, 6? Now, this is an 8, this is a 12. To be honest, in my tool bag that I carry in, I'd probably go somewhere in between. But if I have to choose, I want to go the bigger one. I can adjust the size of the opening here, but the bigger one's gonna let me get in there. Sometimes you need that extra pressure to break the old ones loose. Sometimes they're tight. Sometimes they're corroded. Sometimes they've got toilet bowl wax on them because the plumber didn't know what he was doing. But anyway, if I had to choose between the 2 of them, I would probably take the bigger one with me. So let's put this one back in the drawer. Next up is Big Brother, the adjustable pliers or channel locks, whatever you choose to call them. This is for the bigger plastic nuts, like the ones holding your fill valve in place. Now, not your flush valve. That's gonna take a much bigger wrench, and that's a whole nother video. On those bigger nuts, a lot of times this won't fit, but these will. Now, make sure you get a pair with good sharp teeth. Keep them clean. Sometimes you need to take a wire brush and clean them. Why? Because when these plastic nuts get old, they get brittle. If your pliers slip just once, you can strip the corners, and that nut's not gonna come off very easy without maybe being cut off or a better pair of pliers. Good pliers grip it right the first time, every single time. As you see, I've got multiple pair. And believe it or not, I love carrying these little bitty ones with me, and I can get a lot of my work done with these. So when it comes to a toilet repair, I'd go one of these 2 here. The 8s, they get big enough. This is gonna get big enough to get me on just about any nut that I need. But if I'm walking into a house with just 4 tools in my bag, again, I'm probably gonna go a little bit bigger. Remember guys, anytime you go bigger, it's not so you get more leverage. You wanna make sure that you're not cranking down on anything, especially these plastic parts, because I'm telling you, they will break. And even sometimes if you over tighten them, they'll break in the future. And really it's your fault, even if you weren't there. So we're gonna keep this one and put these 2 back in the tool drawer. And finally, the most underrated tool in the toolkit, a quality multi-purpose screwdriver, not a cheap one from the dollar store. You need this for toilet seat bolts, the screw on the fill valve, and sometimes a dozen other screws along the way, the tank to toilet bolts, things like that. The reason you need a good one is simple. The screws on toilet seats are often a mix of flathead and Phillips, and they can get corroded. A cheap screwdriver will strip that head instantly, and you'll spend the next hour trying to drill it out. A good one with multiple hardened bits will grab it and turn it, no question asked. Now I like these that actually have everything right here in the handle. You've got large, flattened Phillips. On this end, you've got small, flattened Phillips. On this one, you also have square heads. Now, the cool thing about them, you've also got 5/16 and a 1/4 inch nut driver on there. So I really do. I love having these. And these are great to carry around. And there's other kinds too. I kind of like these because they're longer. Sometimes these will help you get in to that tank to bowl bolts with all your pieces inside there, and it makes it easier to access. But to be honest, this is always the one that I carry around with me, actually out working on toilets in the field. Now, I like this one because it's got the long tips that you can actually just change out. So tools like this are great to have, but walking in my tool bag, this is going to be the one I carry. So we're going to put this one back in the tool drawer. And that's it. A flange plunger, an adjustable wrench, adjustable pliers, and a quality multi-screwdriver. With this 4-peak kit, you can handle a clog, a running toilet, a bad fill valve, a flapper that's broken, a loose seat. You can fix 99% of all toilet problems without a single trip to the store. It is the ultimate survival kit. You know, having the right tools is the first step, but knowing exactly how to diagnose the problem and use them with confidence is what truly makes you a professional or a homeowner or DIYer who never has to make that panic call or the extra trip to the big box store. This video was sponsored by Leak Pro, leak-pro.com. If you're a plumbing company owner or you're a plumber and you want to learn how to improve your skills, your services, the value you bring to your customers each and every day, go to leak-pro.com, check out the training, check out the equipment, and it'll help you take care of your customers better. Now that you have the right tools, check out this video right here where I show you the #1 mistake people make when installing a new toilet. Or this video over here where we test cheap tools versus expensive ones. And I'll see you in the next video.